As the government prepares to present the mid-year budget review in the coming week, many anticipate that the agricultural sector will be a critical focus as the country battles food inflation. The then Minister of Finance, Ken Ofori-Atta, presented the 2024 budget and economic policy in Parliament in November 2023 under the theme Pursuing Growth and Development within a Stable Macroeconomic Environment. Given the importance of agriculture and the current need for vibrant investment in the sector to ensure food security and jobs, ChannelOne Business assesses the key areas of the industry that require urgent attention. And we have more in the following report.
The agricultural sector, as captured in the 2024 budget, highlights the following initiatives: Planting for Food and Jobs Phase 2, granting tax exemptions on the importation of agricultural commodities, implementing the Economic Enclave Program, and supporting the restoration phase for flood victims of the VRA spillage. Despite the touted success of the government's flagship program, Planting for Food and Jobs, the country faces significant challenges, including an annual expenditure of about $2 billion on importing poultry, rice, sugar, vegetables, and other food products. Although year-on-year food inflation has dropped from 54.2% in 2023 to 24.0% in June 2024, food prices continue to surge in the local market, raising the cost of living. Farmers will also be keen to hear updates from the government on the flagship program of One District, One Factory, as well as One Village, One Dam. It is worth noting that the government expenditure for the agricultural sector comprises the budget of three key ministries: the Ministry of Food and Agriculture, MOFA, the Ministry of Fisheries and Aquaculture Development, and the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources. These ministries are responsible for coordinating the activities of farmers and agribusinesses. The total budget allocation for these three ministries in 2024 increased by 74% to over 5 billion Ghana cedis. This includes about 3 billion for MOFA, 298 million Ghana cedis for the Ministry of Fisheries and Aquaculture Development, and over 1 billion for the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources, compared to the over 3 billion allocated to them in 2023. While there is an increase in the actual budget allocation, computing the budget allocation for these three ministries shows that the agricultural sector's budget allocation as a percentage of the total government's budget in 2024 remains the same as in 2023, that is, about 1.95%. I have been engaging players within the industry to pick their expectations. Edward Kariwa is the General Secretary of the Ghana Agricultural Workers Union, and he explains the need for the simplification of government policies to spur growth in the sector.
What is the use of the Plan for Food and Jobs Phase 2 when the outcomes in the market is showing? Look, today, when you now go to the market and you look at a bunch of plantain, they now write the price on it, on the stock. It means it's now also becoming fixed price. So no room for negotiations.
He further urged the government to ensure underspending is not repeated in the sector for the year ending 2024. Meanwhile, for the first quarter of 2024, all the subsectors under agriculture expanded, except for cocoa, which contracted by 20.2%, and forestry and logging, which contracted by 1.2%. The agricultural sector contributed 23.8% to the overall GDP growth, estimated at over 59 million Ghana cedis.
Look it in the budget. But even when it comes to disbursement, they don't disburse it. The little that has even been provided for in the budget for agriculture is not disbursed. There's one thing, you have the allocation in the budget. There's another thing, disbursing the money, and disbursing the money at the time that it is needed.
For the ordinary Ghanaian, the review should present policy interventions which will address the high cost of food on the local market. Reporting for CNR Business, my name is Emmanuel Opon.